So, I'm Rachel Rosiello, and today I'm going to be doing a review on running shoes. So, the main two shoes that I will be focusing on today are the Nike Free Runs and the Nike Lunar Glides. Um, a lot of people, I used to work at Nike, and a lot of the people who come in are starting out running, and they're like, I don't know which one I like what what's gonna help me run a race, what's going to be the most comfortable on my foot. Well, the complicated part about that is that there are a lot of possible answers for that. And so I'm going to go through and I have a few other shoes to show you as well too. And I'm going to let you know what would be good. So the first one I'm going to start out with today is the Nike Free Runs. So I have two different versions of the Frees. One's the 5.0. The other is the 3.0, and I will talk about the differences between those as well. Okay, so basically, this shoe is made for minimalistic running. So it's going to make you feel like you're running barefoot. It's very flexible. You can literally bend it however you want it. You're going to be able to move around a lot in these, and it's really like it feels like you're not wearing anything. And so another thing is they have this mesh right here is like a 2-layer, which allows the material to kind of move around more, so there's less friction, and that keeps the foot, very flexible. And then on the 5.0s, you'll see right here around the shoelaces there's Flywire, and this holds the shoe together, so it's literally going to be a sock around your foot. And this keeps the shoe on, obviously, and it also makes it a lot more like you're not wearing anything. And what people don't understand about this is not a good shoe to start out running with. Okay, I see everyone wearing this at the gym. It's a great shoe. It looks fantastic. But if you're thinking about running, you do not want to be in these. Because it looks like they have support right here, but if you look inside, there really isn't anything. It's basically a flat shoe because it's for barefoot running, so there's no support. And one of the reasons why there is no support is this is also a training shoe. So since there is not a lot of arch support and it's flexible and it's light, it tones your muscles when you run. So it's going to be more like, oh, I'm going to do hills today. I'm going to wear my free runs because I want to build up my leg muscles. Because they do hurt, like your muscles do hurt after you run in these. And what people do actually is to actually like get more into doing the barefoot run, because it is hard to start out with, is they'll start out with the 5.0s. Okay, so these are the 5.0s. And you can see that it's thick, like it's very flexible, but these grooves in this outer part is very thick. When you go down to the 3.0s, it gets a lot thinner. So this is more flexible and it's thinner. So it's going to tone your muscles even more, and it's not going to give you as much support. Another shoe that honestly is, if you want a barefoot run, is better than anything else in the entire world, are the Vibram Fingers, and they're basically a glove for your foot. So if you're working down to that, that's what you should buy. You should not be like, oh, I'm going to be running barefoot, I should wear these, because that is not the case. One problem I have when I run with these is that sometimes I've owned a few pairs and they start to rip along the seams right here. So they start to separate because your foot is moving so much. So it's kind of like not as like, the material isn't as good. So that's something you have to look out for. But and a lot of people buy these because they are one of the cheapest Nike running shoes. So this is also a very this is another reason why they're a popular shoe. But yeah, these are more for training. If you're starting out running, do not buy these because it will hurt. Alright, so the next shoe that I'm going to show you is my all-time favorite. It's Nike Lunar Glides. Okay, so compared to this, you got a lot more support. A lot more support. This material, it's Lunarlon. So it's made out of 2 edges, and it's to act as a trampoline. And I'm going to show you again. It's very hard to bend these. So you're not going to be able to move around a lot in these. They're for support. So if you overpronate, so as in if you step on your heel and then you step way too much on your toes after that, then it's going to affect your arch and you're flat-footed. You're more flat-footed than usual. So this is going to give you more of an arch. It's going to keep your foot in place, and it's going to keep it neutral when you run. So this is a big support shoe. It has a heel clip in the back, which obviously keeps your foot in place. It also has a fly wire. Again, you can't really see it. Well, you can see it right here. And then it's underneath this mesh right here to hold your foot in place. So when you put these on, your feet aren't moving anywhere. It's a complete opposite of a free run. Complete opposite. And I like these because I do need the arch support. They're very comfortable, and they're great for running long distance. If you want to start out running, this is the shoe to buy. It's a little more expensive than the free runs or than really any other running shoe, just because of what the outer is made out of. So it is made out of this cushioning. It is going to feel more like a trampoline feel. But it's a great shoe to buy. The only problem I have with it is that since it is so supportive, sometimes when I'm running for a long time, my feet start to fall asleep. So that's at times when I wish I did have these on, but then again, I would be having the opposite issue. So yeah, this isn't the best if your feet fall asleep. I know that sounds a little bit confusing, but it does happen. So yeah, these are the Lunar Glides. Something similar to this is an ASIC, and it's the Gel XL 33. So it is also, again, a support shoe, and you can see that there are 2 different outer parts of this. So you have 2, so it's going to give you that trampoline. But if you look right here, it also has a gel. So you have this little more, it's supposed to be more for cushioning. So you're looking at it right here. You can see it right here. There's some right here, and then there's some right over here. So again, these don't bend at all, and there's also a plate right here, which is hard. So you have these, and everyone loves these, but the thing with the ASICs is since they're made out of gel, the gel's going to go away. The material isn't going to stay for as long a period of a time as just this is. So you have to look at, these may be cheaper, but you're going to have to buy new shoes sooner than you will to buy these shoes. So that is a big complaint I hear about this, and I also hear that because there's this hard thing right here, it's definitely not flexible. So you're not going to be able to run really, you see this, then this is a little more flexible. You have a little more movement in this, even though it's not going to be this shoe, which is, bendy. But yeah, that is all I have today. I really think that if you were to buy a running shoe just for beginners, people came into the store all the time. They're like, look, I don't know what I want to start running. I need to start exercising. What's the best shoe? The best shoe is the Lunar Glides. They're going to give you the support you need. It's also going to prevent you from getting shin splints, because a lot of beginners get shin splints. This was made so that you did not get shin splints. So that is a big plus to these shoes, is that when I started running in them, I didn't get shin splints. I didn't get blisters, it's very cushiony right here. I didn't get that at all. But you do have to pay attention and make sure that it's not too tight on your shoe, because that will definitely make this uncomfortable, very uncomfortable to run in. So you have to definitely make sure that these shoes are not tight, because then you're bound to have your feet fall asleep. But yeah, if you want to do training, you should definitely invest in a pair of Frees, more movable, gonna tone your legs, and they'll be great for, building up your speed, building up your pace, and getting your legs in shape. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.